Good morning, students. This is Imogen from VOC Vidyalaya. Hope you enjoyed my previous presentation on punctuation marks and coherent order. Today we are going to see the first lesson, His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty. A few short answers and a paragraph answer, just to revise. Now moving on to the first question. How was the young seagull's first attempt to fly? How did the young seagull first practice itself to fly? The story is all about that. His first attempt, here I have given as points, adventurous one, didn't spread. You have to frame as sentences and write. The first attempt of the young seagull to fly was an adventurous one. First thing, he did not want to spread his wings and he did not want to fly along with his family. He just wanted to be there to be taken care of by the parents. He didn't want to fly in the beginning. And he was certain that the wings will not support him. He was very sure even if he flutter his wings, he is going to fall down. Okay, that was the thought in his mind. So he was refusing to fly. Moving on to the next question. How did the parents support and encourage the young seagull's brothers and sisters? Now, the young seagull's brother and sister, they were all flying. There was no problem with them. They were all taught to fly and they were all flying. And the parents were just training them on how to fly. First, the parents were flying about. They perfected them in the art of flying. Now, here and there, they are giving instructions. If this is the thing, this is how you should fly. Here and there, they were giving instructions and they taught them how to skim the waves. When some waves come in the opposite direction, they taught them how to skim the waves and they taught them how to dive for fish. Now, for food, they depend on fish. So, they have to dive into the water and get the fish and fly. So, that also was taught to the brothers and sisters. But this seagull was the one who did not fly. So, this was the problem of the parents. Now moving on to the next question. How did the bird try to reach its parents without having to fly? Now this bird is trying to reach the parents without flying. Without flying, how it bothered to reach the parents? He is trotting back and forth. That is, he is moving front and back from one ledge to another without flying. From one ledge, he is in the mountain actually. The nest is in the mountain and in one ledge it is sitting. And from one ledge to another, it is trying to move without flying. But the ledge ended in a sheer fall of precipice. Now it is there is no other go for him. It is a precipice actually with the sea water. So he could not move beyond that. So it was mandatory that he had to fly. So this is how the bird tried to reach its parents without flying. He just tried moving back and forth from one ledge to another without flying. But there also there was a problem. The ledge ended with a sheer fall of precipice with the sea water. He couldn't move beyond that. He was just trying. He was just trying to move back and forth, and without flying, it was trying to reach its parents. Now moving on to the next question. What prompted the young seagull to fly finally? Finally, the young seagull is able to fly. From the question, we know this. So what is prompting him? What are the factors? What made him fly? He was maddened by hunger. He was very, very hungry. First thing, he must fly because he must go in search of food. So he was maddened by hunger. He was very hungry. He dived on hearing his mother scream. His mother is trying to scream and trying to make him fly. So he is diving. Since his mother is there, whatever happens, the mother will take care. So he is diving. He fell outwards and downwards when his mother swooped upwards with the food. When he is trying to fly, he is moving outwards and downwards. And with that fearful heart, he is flying. He is moving outwards and he is coming downwards. His mother is swooping upwards. His mother is flying upwards with the food in his beak. Finally, he flew. Finally, since there's no other go, he was maddened by hunger. And he dived on hearing his mother scream and he fell outwards and downwards. When his mother swooped up, when his mother flew up with the food, finally he flew just for the sake of the food. So this is all about the short answers. Now moving on to the paragraph answers. The short answers you can answer just in 4 lines. Up to 4 lines you can write and you have to cover all the points in the text and you have to write. So you will get the full 2 marks, provided it should be without punctuation mistakes, spelling mistakes and grammatical mistakes. These 3 things you have to take care of when you answer your 2 marks. Now describe the struggle. This is a 5-mark question. What are the struggles underwent by the young seagull to overcome its fear of flying? How does he overcome the fear of flying? So what are the struggles? Initially, the young seagull was alone in the ledge. The young seagull was not with his family. All were flying in his family, as I told you earlier. The young seagull was moving, and it was not moving also. It was just sitting alone in the ledge. He looked desperately. He looked with sadness. Desperately means sadness. At the great expanse of the sea stretched down beneath. So he was looking at the great expanse of the sea, which is stretched down there. He was looking at the sea, and he was thinking whether he will be able to fly or not, whether he will be able to reach the sea. All the thoughts were running across in his mind. He felt that he was going to starve to death on his ledge. So he was going to starve to death. So definitely his thought is, I'm not going to fly. So no food for me. I'm going to starve. I'm going to starve and I'm going to die in this ledge itself. That was the first thought. He searched for food here and there and had found a dried piece of mackerel's tail. Now here and there he is looking with his eyes whether there is any availability of food, and he was able to find a dried piece of mackerel's tail. So he's very happy looking at the mackerel's tail because he has to fly if he wants food. The mother is flying there. He wants the young one to fly and get hold of the food. So he wants to train, but this young seagull is so scared to fly. And now he's looking for food. He's able to see a mackerel's tail. He even gnawed the dried pieces of eggshell. There were some eggshells there. He even gnaws at it. He saw his family members rejoicing and having food. Now he is able to see his family members are all flying. They are driving for fish. So everything is happening. He is able to see. But he is the only one sitting with a lot of fear without flying. So he made a scream towards his mother. He is very much annoyed. And he is making a scream out of hunger. He is making a scream towards his mother. Now moving on to the next one. His mother was not looking at him. Now the mother is not at all bothered because the mother wants to train him on flying. So she's not at all listening to that scream. She was tearing a piece of fish with her back. She was tearing a piece of fish with a bag. The sight of food maddened him. Now looking at the mother, there is some food in the mother's hand. So he is maddened by hunger. He felt the joy seeing his mother approaching him with food. Now he is able to see the mother moving towards him with that food. So he is very, very happy. Anyway, the mother is going to come near me as how she was giving me before the food. She's going to come near me and she's going to feed me. That was the thought in its mind. Now, moving on to the next one. A monstrous terror seized him. A monstrous terror is seizing him. My God, whether she's going to come and give me or what. After that, the mother flew away. So he is terrified by that. But the very moment he realized that he was flying. Now he has made an attempt. He was terrified that the mother did not bring him the food. But he had already made an attempt. From the ledge, he had tried to push himself off and fly. So that moment he realizes that he was flying. He was very happy. He was born to fly and he had made his first flight. And this is how the young seagull was able to make his first flight. Now it would be better if you present these answers in points. You could present these answers in points, but always take care that you stick to what is asked in the question. You must be very, very sure what is the expectation. What are the points expected to the question asked? You have to be very clear in answering. Point wise, you can express your answer, paragraph answer, but since if you're comfortable with the subheadings, you can also present it with the subheadings neatly. Whatever subheadings are expected, you can give as a subheading, underline it, and below that you can write the points how you have studied, or else you can go ahead presenting as a paragraph. There are 3 ways of presenting a paragraph answer. Either you can write it as points one after the other, like bullets you can form and you can write, but most probably you will be using that in a science presentation, not in an English presentation, but you can try that in an English presentation, or you can write it as a paragraph. The better way of presenting would be you can write the subheadings at the sides and below that you can write, but I don't want you to extend the answer with more number of words. Thank you. Meet you in the next presentation.